right, I've got something slightly different for you this time. So, Acmer have reached out to me and basically says, would you like to try one of our laser engravers and see how it works in your workflow? And I went, yeah, go on then. So they have kindly sent me a P3 laser engraver, which is the 2-in-1 version. And the 2-in-1 meaning that the laser module that it comes with has two different types of lasers. So it has a diode laser and an infrared laser. I've got to be honest, I don't know a great deal about the two. All that I know that is it works slightly differently or better on different materials. I use a fibre laser at the minute for engraving my blades, which is working fine, but it's not necessarily the best that I definitely don't have the best settings for it to be able to engrave onto leather and things like that. And wood, it's not a brilliant one for and what have you. So hopefully this will be able to give us a little bit more options of what I'm able to sort out. I've got to set it all up yet. I'm not going to do a full sort of like unboxing and what have you. I still need to set up a new program onto my laptop as well, because this doesn't work on the same one as I've got set up for the other one. So it's going to be a little bit of playing about. I'm going to be onto the old social medias to be able to find a load of videos of how to set it up. So if you ever get one of these, I recommend you do the same. And yeah, I'll get it all out of the box and we'll see what happens. Right, that's got the laser set up. I could do with just making a bit more space, so I'm just going to get rid of that toolbox to one side so I can get my laptop and put it next to it. And then I'm going to get it all downloaded for the software and get it set up. So we're part way there. Right, I think I've got it all sorted now. Basically, you got the lens calibrated up with the piece of spotty card, and then you've got to line it all up with some bits of plywood that it prints out these little circles, and you have to put a little crosshair onto the centre of them, and it all lines it all up. Fairly straightforward. Followed all the videos online. That was easy enough. I've downloaded Lightburn. And obviously it's a new program using Lightburn, so it's basically a bit of I've spent a week playing about with it. Not continuously spending a week playing about with it. Just like the odd sort of like 5 or 10 minutes here and there, and maybe like a few minutes on a night to basically to get a bit of an idea how it works. To be fair, there are loads of videos, like tutorial videos that I found online, so it's quite easy to work out in the end. I've got a logo sorted out here, which is my Danum Outdoors logo. I've been playing about with it on some slate. So basically I've got a load of these slate coasters, and I thought, well, I might as well have a play about with it because I haven't done anything with them as yet. Trying different settings. Now, with the Acmer do send a bit of a cheat sheet, and it gives you an idea of where to start on it. So for example, for these slates, I was using the rock setting, which was using the IR laser. Now the IR laser is on the side, so basically if you go down, it's blue for the diode laser. You flick it up, the little light turns red, and that is the infrared laser. So IR laser, it's got a speed of 20,000, maximum power of 100%. It doesn't say the minimum power, it's obviously you can go down with that. And then it's got line intervals of 0.21. So I set it at that, and basically that's the first setting that I've tried it. So what I did was I changed the, which bit was it that I changed? it was basically the speed of it going. So I've changed the speed of it, slowed it down a bit, and I've done my second setting, which has come out like that. I don't know if you can see it, just don't light it on camera. So what I'm going to do, I think that is still a little bit dark, so I'm going to try another setting, and hopefully it's going to make the image a lot brighter. So I'm just going to have a look. I think I was at 15,000 beforehand. If I go to cuts and lays, right, I've dropped it down to, oh, that was it, yeah, I've dropped it down even more again, so I've dropped it down to 5,000 which is basically 5,000 millimeters per minute. It's still, I mean, reasonably quick, but hopefully that should give it a bit more of a deeper etch and make it a little bit brighter. So I'll just now want to set it all up and get it going and see how it turns out. One thing that I almost forgot to do is that I need to adjust the height of the laser. There's a little indicator on the side of the unit itself, and all I do is undo the screws at the back, level it all out and tighten it all back up, and it's ready to go. But I'll show you that now. Right, it's all done. Just a quick reminder, that's what the original one looked like so. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this one will turn out a little bit better. Oh yeah! Look at that! So, as you can see, it's made a nice, deep, clean etch on it. A lot brighter than what the original one was. So, now I've got that one set up, my idea is to get a few like deer heads and be able to make a set with every UK deer species on it. But yeah, chuffed to bits for that. Next thing, I need to try a bit of kydex and see how that turns out. Right, kydex. So I use kydex, which is a thermoforming plastic, to make my knife sheaths, or some of my knife sheaths with. Others I do with leather. And I have been asked in the past to put a logo on or some sort of image on the top of the kydex sheath. Now, I've tried it once before, but with the other laser that I've got, it sort of like doesn't do it a nice even image. So what I'm going to do is try setting it up with the Acmer and Lightburn, and I'm going to put a nice logo on for this. And basically, I'm going to see how it turns out. So I just need to get it put in, set the height again, and we'll see what we've got. So here's an image of the sheath ready inside the cabinet. I need to find the right file, so if I go in there, open, I've already got one set up for Acmer kydex, there we go, and I want, which one do I want? Oh, it's that one. Right, so that's the sheathing, it's the logo in position. All I need to do is switch the machine back on, press frame, and that should hopefully have it in the right position. It looks like it does, and then all I do is move across here and press start. Right, let's see how it's turned out. Oh yeah! Look at that! That is a nice, clean image. Like I say, beforehand when I've tried it with a different laser, it's sort of like melted into it, which is probably the wrong type of laser to use. However, that has left a nice, clean, crisp image. So it just, basically, it'll give me some opportunities to be able to do a little bit more customization work to for people's knives and what have you. Oh yeah, and also it means I can get an engraving on all my plastic kydex sheets as well. So yeah, absolutely excellent. There's still a few things that I want to try out with this machine, so leatherwork and what have you, but I'll let you know how that gets on in a future video. But other than that, guys, thank you very much, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.